Hello, Desert Wind Paragliders. Bienvenidos via the Chinche, Colombia. There in the orange glider, we have our new friend Slav. Down below us, that's town. And we finally broke through some bad weather, folks. So I've sustained some basic 600 up, a little punchy at the edges. Getting over here to town. Let me turn that down for you. And cloud base seems to be hanging out around 6,500 feet. I just came over here to join Slav. I'm just keeping an eye on the development in the valley, because it's closing in from both sides and developing early. It's only 12:30 now. As we know, we had a very wet, not regular weather pattern going on for quite a while. So a lot of pilots are, I think, are thinking like I'm thinking and just hanging around the valley, and when it closes in a bit too much, landing, and it's already looking kind of closed in. So just hanging out around these blue holes and feeling how much sink I got in between the thermals, and working on my thermal skills and a little bit of speed bar work. And my group this year did awesome. Maintained a great attitude through some tough rainy days. So right now it's all about kind of being efficient up here, playing around, trying to learn, right? Watching clouds form, seeing their edges, looking back at them every minute, seeing how they're changing. Watching gliders with lift underneath them, and then looking directly above them at what that cloud looks like and what it's doing. And then when pilots are under clouds and they're sinking, what's that pilot above them look like? What's that cloud above them look like? So it's fun up here, right? It takes some hard work to get here, lots of money, lots of time, but it will pay off. Looks like my buddy Slav is heading for town. That next big, beautiful puff bomb, so I'll head over there with him. Just been in some light lift here, so I get on speed bar. Lots of talk about rear riser control, guys, right? So you can see I'm hitting some lift there. I'm just kind of feeling a little pressure on those rear risers, try and keep my glider nice and efficient. Weight shift control, little rear riser control. I'm only on about 40% bar. I'm watching my sink rate, and I'm also looking around at everything, right? The clouds and birds and other pilots, and the shadows on the ground of those clouds are really talking. So my flight deck makes it seem extra bumpy for you on the view back. This is an old GoPro, but I'm just kind of changing maybe 5-10 degree headings as I maybe feel lift, some kind of signal that something's somewhere. And I've picked my glide here towards town. I got two pilots ahead of me, a little above me. And the mountains developing strong behind me. So, as you can see, that's significant development on the other side of the valley, with this whole huge moist weather system that's all around us. It's just a lot of early development, a lot shorter flying windows. So green glider hitting some lift there. I'm going to just kind of cruise a little to the left of them because it's showing up. The wind's been light variable. There's a light west starting to come. I'm going to pick the best spot, I think, and try and get back up a little bit more and keep seeing how the day develops. So as I get closer to that thermal and I'm on like nice 40% bar, I start coming off the bar as the turbulence gets stronger. I just come back into some nice brake pressure. Maybe go back on bar because I came out too early, right? Play around. Watch the other gliders. Once you feel like starting to get to where you want to turn, start thinking about which way and why. And once we're at this altitude, you know, we're talking second, third level, we got room to explore, right? So I just kind of went through that lift because I can go back to it. So I'm going to explore under this cloud, cruise around a bit, have fun, not be too stressed. The green glider that turned in some lift was already pretty far back knee high, so he's drifting pretty good in the lift he hit. And it was a lot stronger than anything I felt till right about now. So I'll give it a nice look, lean, feel a little extra pressure to slow me down a little. Also gives me a little more feeling on the brake. I can feel what's going on with the wing. Nice weight shift, right? Feeling outside brake that whole time. And just tweaking my turn every time to continuing to try to explore this upwind side for maybe more of a core. Now I see a bird. Now that's what we're always looking for, but he just left something. Oh no, he's coming back. So he's turning circles directly behind me now. Tells me something. So we're going to go over to our buddy, the Black Ranger. We're going to do what she does. I don't know which. We're going to do what they do. Look at that. I just flew right through the core. So once you're up here, guys, and you're this close to cloud base, it's always really important deal to know what's going on, right? We don't want to go in them. We want to keep safe distance. And that takes some practice in giving safety distance between them. I mean, why would we be worried about that little bit of extra altitude up here? Right? We got to be comfortable and committed and ready to make decisions. So I got Slav behind me now, and I'm going to push out to this nice big blue hole, kind of ride the edges of these clouds, look for pilots. Boom, there's one dead ahead of me, probably too far for you guys to see. He's thinking the same thing. He's just playing out here on the edges of these clouds. I got a whole gaggle here to my right, telling me what that thermal's doing. Right, so I know I can go back there. And I'm just gonna cruise out here. see them? Now check back in a minute here, folks. Viva Colombia! Some pretty big development there, folks.